Hey guys, Silverlord here, back in with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Page Punchers fighting the frozen Batman, or as I like to call him, Cave Batman and or Cave Bats. That said, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, DC Direct, I don't know. These are essentially DC Multiverse figures in different packaging, so you be the judge of that. But very excited to dip my toes into this wave. Finally, I got the rest of them fairly recently, like a couple of weeks ago as the time I am posting this review for your viewing pleasure. And I'm very excited. This is a very awesome wave of figures. Before this, we had the Aquaman and Flash Page Punchers waves, and while I thought the Aquaman wave was pretty solid, I thought the Flash one was kind of weak sauce, but these seem to be getting better as time progresses. The Ghosts of Krypton wave looks very promising. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some of those in the future. Hopefully, semi-distant future, because your boy's still a broke right now. But at any rate, let's cut our yaps and quit babbling and get into the meat and taters of this review. Take a look-see at Cave Bats' accessories, starting off with his bone axe and dagger, which have some stone elements on them that are, yes indeed, shaped like bats. That's pretty cool. I dig that a lot. Woo! Dropping them on the floor, and that's all you get. You don't get like extra hands or anything, but I don't think he needs them. He's a big chunky figure. I think we're good there. That said, he does come with a collectible trading card. Which, is that the right side up? I don't know. But, there is a bio on the back of this thing. And, we're going to see if this bio is generic for this wave, or if it's going to be different from character to character.
Page shares Batman Page Punchers Batman TM. Theorizing absolute zero experimentation would slow the disease afflicting his wife Nora. Mr. Freeze TM and his beloved bride are accidentally thrust 16,000 years into the past. Seeking to return to their proper century, the frigid fiend attempts to recreate the unintentional circumstances of his time manipulation experiment, callously unleashing a deadly new ice age upon the surrounding lands. Robin TM, a brave young warrior from a neighboring tribe, pleads for aid from Batman TM, the noble leader of the Bat Clan. Recognizing the existential threat to their peoples, Batman, Robin and the stoic Batgirl TM forge an alliance to stop the criminal King of Cold. DC Direct.
And there you go. So the bios on the cards are generic for the wave. It's just a synopsis of the story, which you do actually get a comic book with each figure. Be careful on the edges. I had a little trouble with the Mr. Freeze one. Had some rips and tears in this corner specifically because they don't package them with like a piece of cardboard behind them. So when you cut the package, be careful you don't cut the cover or the back cover there. But there is the Batman comic. It's an exclusive cover. I think this is a relatively old story because I remember the old DC Direct figure of good old Cave Bats here. That was more of a staction. It came out around the same time as my Crimson Mist Vampire Batman, which, McFarlane, you're listening, I want an update of that. That Walmart exclusive Vampire Batman left a lot to be desired. I want the Crimson Mist one with the big long ears, the gnarly claws and scallops on his gloves, and the bat wings that stick out of his back. That would be freaking sweet, but getting old Cave Bats off the hockey puck display stand we're used to seeing with all McFarlane Toys releases. This is a very nice figure. Definitely a candidate for one of the best of the year. And because this is technically a different line from DC Multiverse, and technically a different company from McFarlane even, could argue that Page Punchers deserves their own spot. Even though, again, these are just DC Multiverse figures in different packaging. But, you know, it is technically my list, my video, so therefore it is my rules. We'll see about that. But very awesome aesthetic on this guy. Looks a lot like Dark Wolf from Fire and Ice. Only difference is it didn't cost no frickin' $75. But as far as articulation goes, his head It's on a double ball peg. You can get plenty of range out of that, considering what's going on there. It's got some tilt. It's got rotation. It's got the cool kind of man-bat face going on. Shoulders go out to the side. Very tight, but butter smooth. I love that. They do rotate. He does have that rotator cap thingy, but either it's super stuck or just tighter than all get out. And yeah, I'm not going to force that too much. He's got a bicep swivel, double elbow. Works fine. He's got the ball hinge wrists that rotate and hinge there. He's got a pad on the back of the hand here. I wish it was actually on the hand, but I could see them using some of the more generic parts of this buck for other characters, which I'm all for. He does have a diaphragm joint that does work quite well. It is nice and tight on this guy, so I do appreciate that. He does have a waist twist as well. That is very stiff, so be careful with that. As far as the hips go, they do kick out. As far as the diaper will allow, they do kick forward and back. He does have a thigh cut, but it mostly rotates in. He does have a double knee. Not too gappy on the knees and elbows either. Actually, I think the elbows might have had a little bit. Let me check. I guess it's not horrible, but not as good as the knees. Then he's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker. He does have the rotating thing up inside of the leg there, but there's so much sculpt here. It's very difficult to get to. He's got a knee pad on this side. It's not glued to the knee, unfortunately, so you really only want to use this top joint, but, you know, it's not perfect, but it's a really darn good figure. I really like this figure. I think he is, my good buddy Evil Villain would say, bussin'. Faux show. He's got a lot of nice texture on the cape. Looks like it's made out of a bat wing, for crying out loud. He's got the fur pelt. He's got the stone bat on the front. He's got little daggers and a rope here on his belt. Very, very awesome piece. I am a big fan of medieval, like, crazy Batman variants, and this definitely ticks all the boxes for me personally. And for the price, you know, he is more expensive. He's $25, but I think you're getting what you're paying for here. This is a very awesome figure, and if you don't have him yet, better get him soon, because I can only see this guy going up in value once he's sold out and no longer available. So with that being said, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Cave Bats alongside the other members of the Bat family from this Fight in the Frozen Wave. We have Cave Bat Girl and Cave Robin, which is going to be their nicknames for now at least. And stay tuned, because I got reviews of both of these coming up very, very soon. Getting them out of the way here. Of course, we've got to bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibulas, which if there is a Batman that works with Mythic Legions, it's definitely this one. This one, or I guess the Gladiator, or the Dark Knights of Steel. We have the infamous Uncle 11th Spawn, who, as usual, is, I don't think, quite towering over Cave Bats. He's a little taller to the top of the head, but if we count the bat ears on Cave Bats' cowl there, then yes, of course he is a little bit taller. But that's cheating. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and for those of you who have been paying attention throughout the entirety of this very review, know that good old Cave Bats here is one of the better Batman variants out there, as well as one of my preferred McFarlane Toys DC Direct. Not sure how that works just yet, but at any rate, it is one of my favorite releases from them throughout the course of the calendar year 2023. And while I haven't gotten around to making my top action figure video for said calendar year 2023, for those of you watching this in the future, rest assured that good old Cave Bats here has a pretty good shot at nailing a spot on that video. Where in that video, you might ask? I'm not sure, but debating on making Page Punchers and DC Multiverse separate, entries on that list because technically, while they are the same figures in different packaging, they are branded as different toy lines. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.